Hi, I'm Danielle and welcome to my channel. I appreciate your visit and thanks so much for your support. I wanted to do something different tonight and just showing you the products and just sharing the method of how I made this card. It's a pretty simple card to make. It's rainbow themed with the bold flowers. Okay, so first I want to talk about the inks. I use distressed inks. I have a whole boatload of distressed inks in my stash. And here are the colors I used. I used picked raspberry, spice marmalade, squeezed lemonade, twisted citron, broken china, wilted violet, and black soot, right? And I just went in rainbow order. All right, so that's the distress inks I used. I used Gina K products for this card. I didn't use everything in this bundle. Initially, I was just going to use everything in the bundle in terms of the sentiment and the stencil, but I opted just to use the stencils. The stencils in this bundle, and I think it says bold flowers, right? I think that may be the name of the bundle, and I apologize, I don't have it in front of me, but we'll go with bold flowers. I think if you do a search on her website or online anywhere, you can see this product will come up. All right, so it's called bold flowers, or it's Gina K products. The stencils I used are layered stencils. So the first layer are the petals, right? And so I went through my card panel and oh, I forgot to mention, for each color, distress ink color I had a brush. So a brush for each color, right? And some of my other inks that are lighter or darker, I just stay within the color family, right? So these are the brushes. Okay. So the first layer, and if you look at this stack, it's layered stencils, and you'll know which one goes first because if you look here, hopefully you can see that in the video, it has, there we go, 1, 2, 3, right? So the first layer are the petals. I went in, did brush the ink on there, ink blended on there with using my brush, and the distress ink colors in rainbow order. Here's the second stencil, and I did the same thing. I made sure that I kept it the same orientation, and that's easy because you'll just look at maybe they have, well, I just knew this was the orientation based on the wording on the bottom. So stencil number 2, I went in again. I used the same colors and I overlaid the colors. What am I trying to say? I used the same colors. So when I had to, like for example, in this flower, you see how it's a lighter shade of the spice marmalade. I just went back in using the same exact colors in rainbow order, and just ink blended again using the same color, and you can see the difference, right? It comes out a little darker. So that was the second, and the only thing I used in this third stencil were the inside of the flowers, right? The little dots here. That's the only thing I used. I suppose I could have used more of the detail on the stems, the petals, but I opted not to. All right, so these are the 3 stencils I used. Okay, and then again, I was going to use the sentiment in that bundle, but I opted to use another Gina K product, and this is called, it's a mini stamp set, and it's called Lovely Words. Hopefully you can see that. So it's called Lovely Words, and I used, oh, what's my stamp? Oh, it must be still in my Misty. But I use this sentiment here, a happy hello. And I just love the script on these sentiments. It's so pretty. That's one of the things I like about Gina K's. Her fonts and her script, it's just so pretty. And if you look here, this bundle also has die sets as well. You have hello. Just the scripting is so pretty. Right. All right, so I use that sentiment. And then you see I have borders. So we have the standard size is 4.5. No, 5.5. 5.5 standard A2 size. So what? 5.5 by 4.25. Right. If you open, it'll be 11 by 4.25, scored at 5.5, and it's a top fold card, right? And then I go 1/8 of an inch in, and you see the black panel, and then 1/8 of an inch in, and that's the top panel. I used white embossing powder on black cardstock, right? I thought that the black would just bring out, I don't know, I just liked it. That was the design I chose. So let's see, move this up a little bit. So I did white embossing here on black cardstock. I have the layers, and that's the card. So Distress ink, rainbow order, rainbow theme, rainbow order. I use my brushes, Distress ink. Oh, to get my panels to go in 1/8 of an inch, I use the infinity dies from Hero Arts. Okay, so it's a pretty simple card. Just have to ink blend using the stencils. They're layered stencils, and I just overlaid it with the same colors to get the darker shades of that color, and then the white embossing for the sentiment. Okay, and that's the card I wanted to share. I think it's a really pretty card, and I just wanted to share that. All right, so thank you for joining me. As always, I appreciate your support. I'd love to engage with you, so please leave me a comment. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts, and that's all I have. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.